Welcome back. So far, we've explored how you entered the world of industrial AI and uncovered what the industry is really like behind the scenes. Now it's time for everyone's favorite part of the podcast, your stories from the field. Every engineer has projects they'll always be proud of and projects they'll never forget because of everything that went wrong. Let's begin with a project that almost failed.
I think every industrial AI engineer has at least one story like this. A few years ago, our startup was working with an automotive manufacturer. They wanted an AI powered quality inspection system that could automatically detect tiny surface defects on metal components before those parts moved to the assembly line. On paper, it sounded straightforward. We collected thousands of images, trained a deep learning model, validated the results. The accuracy during testing was above 98%. Everyone was excited. Then we deployed the system inside the factory. Within 2 hours, the model's performance dropped dramatically. It started marking perfectly good products as defective.
That must have surprised everyone. What caused such a big difference between testing and the factory floor?
Lighting, something as simple as lighting. Our training images had been captured under controlled conditions, but inside the factory, lighting changed throughout the day. Sunlight entered through windows. Reflective metal surfaces created glare. Small shadows appeared as products moved along the conveyor. To a human inspector, those differences were obvious. To the AI model, they looked like completely different products. The model wasn't broken, it simply hadn't learned to handle real production conditions.
That's fascinating. So the challenge wasn't the algorithm, it was the environment.
Exactly. One of the biggest lessons in industrial AI is this: an AI model only understands the world it has been trained to see. If your training data doesn't represent reality, your model won't perform reliably in reality. That project completely changed how we collected data. Instead of capturing images on a single day, we collected data across multiple shifts, different lighting conditions, seasonal changes, and varying production speeds. The second version of the model became much more reliable.
That's a powerful lesson. Do you have another story that changed the way you think about AI?
Absolutely. One customer wanted a predictive maintenance solution for a large production facility. Their goal was simple: tell us before a machine fails. We built an initial machine learning model using historical sensor data. The predictions looked excellent, but after deployment, something unexpected happened. The model rarely predicted failures. At first, everyone assumed the model wasn't working. When we investigated further, we discovered something interesting. The maintenance team had become more proactive. Because they were monitoring machine health more carefully, many potential failures were prevented before they actually occurred. Ironically, the AI system had changed human behavior. That changed the data the model was learning from.
That's incredible. The success of the AI actually changed the environment it was trying to predict.
Exactly, that's something many textbooks don't discuss. Industrial systems are dynamic, people adapt, processes improve, machines are upgraded, production schedules change. AI models don't operate in a frozen world, they're part of constantly evolving environments. That's why monitoring and retraining models become so important.
Let's talk about something a little lighter. What's the funniest AI mistake you've ever seen?
One still makes our entire team laugh. We developed a computer vision system to count packaged products moving along a conveyor belt. Everything worked perfectly in testing. During one factory visit, the AI suddenly started reporting extra products that didn't exist. We checked the cameras, no issue. We checked the software, everything looked normal. Finally, one engineer noticed that an employee wearing a reflective safety vest occasionally leaned over the conveyor. The bright reflective strips briefly entered the camera's field of view. The AI interpreted those reflections as additional products. The system wasn't malfunctioning, it was confidently counting someone's safety vest. After improving the training data and adjusting the detection logic, the problem disappeared.
That's a perfect reminder that AI only understands patterns. It doesn't understand context the way people do.
Exactly. Humans naturally ignore irrelevant information. AI must learn what matters through carefully designed data and training.
Tell us about the biggest engineering mistake you've personally made.
Early in my career, I became too focused on achieving the highest possible model accuracy. I spent weeks improving the model from 96% accuracy to 98%. I was proud of the result. Then, an experienced manufacturing engineer asked me a simple question: how long does your model take to make a prediction? I hadn't considered it carefully. The improved model required much more computation. Inside the factory, it couldn't keep up with the production line. The slightly less accurate model was actually more useful because it produced decisions quickly enough for real time operation. That experience taught me something I'll never forget. The best AI model isn't always the most accurate one, it's the one that solves the real business problem.
That's a valuable lesson. Engineering is about balancing performance, practicality, and business needs.
Exactly. In industrial AI, speed, reliability, maintainability, and cost are often just as important as prediction accuracy.
Have you ever had a particularly challenging customer?
Yes, one customer wanted AI to detect every possible manufacturing defect from only a few hundred images. Technically, that wasn't realistic. Instead of immediately accepting the project, we explained why AI depends on representative training data. We worked together to create a data collection plan. Over several months, we gathered thousands of examples covering different defect types and production conditions. Only then did we begin training the model. The final system exceeded expectations because we invested time in understanding the data before building the AI. That experience reinforced something we often tell new engineers: never promise what the data cannot support.
That sounds like another example of understanding the problem before proposing the solution.
Exactly. Industrial AI projects succeed because engineers ask good questions before writing code.
Tell us about a deployment you'll never forget.
One deployment involved an edge AI system installed directly beside production equipment. The goal was to inspect products in real time without sending images to the cloud. Everything worked perfectly during installation. The next morning, prediction times suddenly became inconsistent. After several hours of investigation, we discovered the issue. The factory had installed new lighting overnight. The brighter environment slightly increased image resolution and processing requirements. That tiny environmental change affected inference speed. We optimized the image pipeline and restored real time performance. It reminded us that industrial AI doesn't exist in isolation. Small operational changes can have unexpected technical consequences.
After years of building industrial AI systems, do projects still surprise you?
Every single one. Every factory is different, every production process is unique, every dataset tells a different story, every deployment teaches something new. That's one reason I continue to enjoy this field. Industrial AI constantly challenges you to learn, adapt, and improve.
Before we finish this segment, could you summarize industrial AI engineering in one sentence?
I'd say this: industrial AI isn't about building the smartest algorithm, it's about building reliable systems that help people make better decisions in the real world.
That's a wonderful way to conclude today's discussion. Today's stories reminded us that successful industrial AI isn't about achieving perfect models. It's about understanding industrial processes, collecting meaningful data, adapting to real world environments, collaborating with domain experts, and continuously improving AI systems after deployment. In our next segment, we'll spend a day with an industrial AI startup founder. We'll follow your journey from early morning model monitoring and factory dashboards to data engineering, customer meetings, model deployment, edge AI testing, and team collaboration. Stay with us.